Grace and peace from God our Father, from our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen. We hear again from the gospel just read. The Father speaks to Jesus. He says, "But if you can do anything, have compassion on us and help us." And Jesus said to him, "If you can, all things are possible for one who believes." Immediately the father of the child cried out and said, "I believe, help my unbelief." You know, this is more than a story about Jesus casting a demon out of a boy. The apostles put these stories in the Gospels for a specific reason. To create and strengthen faith in each and every one of us. Here it's about believing, about prayer. You know, as I shared with the kids, that it was amazing how trusting Jacob was and falling backwards. Usually they're very hesitant, especially with a blindfold on. And if you've ever done that before, most of us have at one time or another tried that exercise. It's a trust exercise, and it is very difficult. You know somebody's back there, but you have doubts. You know, I had a faith-building exercise one time. I bought a 36-year-old motorhome from my wife's uncle. And he lived in Seattle. We were in Iowa. Went out to Seattle for my wife's cousin's wedding, and he says, "You pay for the tires, the new tires I put on it, it's yours." And the neat thing was, Uncle Billy is handyman extraordinaire. In fact, he had a spare alternator, spark plug wires, everything packed in the camper. He bent over everything. I believed in Uncle Billy's mechanical abilities, and I believed in my own mechanical abilities. I'm a pretty good mechanic in my own right. And so I took off alone for a 3,000-mile trip, or 2,500-mile trip from Seattle to Sioux City, Iowa. And things didn't go well. I wasn't out of Washington yet. I was going through a construction zone, and suddenly I heard this pow, 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 pow coming from the engine. And you got the cones on both sides. It was in the construction zone. I couldn't pull over. I got through there and pulled over in the next small town, and a spark plug had popped out. And so it was making this banging sound, and waited till the next morning, put the spark plug back in when it was cooled off. Headed down the road, made it to, I think it was Wyoming, and the alternator went out. Thankfully, Uncle Billy had a spare alternator in there, popped that on. Got to South Dakota, and the spark plug wires were shorting out, and anyway, it was one thing after another. I got those fixed, and then it was late in the day, and I wanted to get home, and so I was heading across Nebraska. And it was over these gentle rising hills, and one of the wires, or two of them, had shorted out, burned. The guy hadn't put them, it melted on the muffler, and so I was running on 4 cylinders, or 6 cylinders on a V8, and it was just barely making up these little rises, and I started praying. That's when I got to my wits' end. I was like, I doubted Billy after that. I doubted my own abilities, and I resorted to prayer. Help, dear Lord, get me home. And twice I had some of the Lord's servants, called public servants, St. Thomas, pulled me over in the middle of the night. Who would be driving an old beat-up 36-year-old camper across Nebraska at 1 in the morning? But drug dealers and people that are smuggling illegal aliens. And after the second trooper stopped me, he says, "I'll write you a little citation for that taillight." He said, "You just begged getting pulled over driving this late at night, and you'll probably get pulled over again." And I did in Iowa, got pulled over, and I said, here's the note from the guy in Nebraska. But it was a faith-building exercise in that when I began to despair of all hope of getting home and started asking God for help, and I was able to limp in, and later I found out it was a couple shorted spark plug wires and was able to fix those. But it's easy to believe God and to believe in God when times are going well. When everything's going well, praise Jesus, hallelujah, and we can. But when the doubts come, when the trials set in, the difficulties, and not just the difficulties, but you get to the point of despair where you go, I have no hope. That's when God can begin to work. And I've experienced this many times over the years, so I'm speaking from experience. When we despair of all hope, there's no chance, and we begin to ask God for help. That's when He can begin to work. Because that's when He gets the credit. And He's waiting for us to get to that point where, like the grown-up 2-year-olds we are, we finally say that awful 4-letter word we have such a difficult time to help. That's when He says, aha, my child, I can finally step in and help you. There are times when we doubt. When we all doubt. There's times when I've doubted whether God will take care of you. When you've done everything you can, you've asked for help from doctors, mechanics, whatever. You're at the point of giving up. You wonder, can God do anything? Like the Father, if you can do anything to help my son, please help. If I can, Jesus responds. All things are possible for him who believes. And the man says something that Peter also said. Lord, I believe, help my unbelief. Oh yeah, we believe, but we have doubts, don't we? We struggle. Faith is a work of the Holy Spirit. And it's the Holy Spirit who creates and sustains faith in us through the proclamation, the hearing of God's Word. That Word combined with visible elements and holy baptism and the Lord's Supper. The Holy Spirit creates and sustains faith. And that faith that looks past the temporal to the eternal opens our eyes to see where others can't see. It's beyond knowledge and reason. That's where faith takes over. When you get past the point of knowledge and reason, faith begins. It's a work of the Holy Spirit, God at work in us. Faith enables us to see God and not ourselves, where knowledge, believing even, we often believe in ourselves or know that we have those abilities and the strength to do this or that. Faith comes in when we despair of all hope in ourselves. Looks to God. There's a lot of fuel for doubting in life. There's difficulties, there's trials, there's health problems, there's relationship difficulties, etc. There's unanswered prayers, or seeming unanswered prayers of asking for help in time of need. There's the ugly things that happen in the world that we're inundated with in the news every day. Can't help but doubt at times. Faith is a gift of the Holy Spirit. Faith comes through hearing through the Word of God. Faith points us and directs us to Jesus, where we see our hope. We receive hope for each day. And it's amazing. It's always at the point of despair, when we despair of our own abilities and feel like giving up. It's almost like you're hanging from a cliff, and you're hanging onto some roots, and finally your knuckles can't hold on any longer, and that root slips from your hand, and you drop 3 inches onto a ledge. And it's been there all along, and you're hanging on for dear life, knowing you're going to fall to a certain depth down below. Only that ledge is God's hands. And as we lose our grip and realize that all is lost, that's when God can begin to work. And where he does work in my life and in yours, may he continue that work. Begun at our baptism, continuing throughout our lives as disciples when we just give up and all despair, that's when he can begin to work. Where faith takes over. Where God can show his awesome hand at work. Amen. None but the peace of God which passes all human understanding. Keep your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Life everlasting.